I just saw the name registered. To the Law Society, Uganda Law Society, led by President Semakado, and also my colleague here, Arias Lukwago, and his chambers. They worked through the holidays to help me get the paperwork complete and to help me in this second application. So to them I say thank you. Monsieur Larifu Said is a visiting jurist from the Comoros. He is here to observe and to observe how the matters are unfolding in their case of Kisa Besigye and Obed Lutale. It's a matter that has attracted international attention, and it's customary in such cases to have jurists from other jurisdictions come to observe. So he is here to observe. He speaks in French, and my senior advisor, who is bilingual, is able to connect us to translate. Yeah. I am the first to get, and remember the trial has not started. We've just come from festivities. There is a lot of interest in the matter. And as we move forward, things will unfold. You will recall last year, there was a jurist from Angola who was here to observe. She'll be joining, not this time, but a little later. People are engaged in the opening of the year activities, and therefore we don't expect everybody on this trip. But definitely, as he will confirm, there is interest from far and wide, from Uganda and from far and wide. And the whole object is just to observe the rule of law, how it is unfolding here. Larifu Said from the Comoros, and my senior advisor from Nairobi, and all the other people accompanying us, the advocates. We came here to follow the process because there is documentation even after the granting of the license. We are following the documentation. The process has begun. We have been assured that it will be completed early morning so that I can have a license by the time we go to Makindye. So we are hopeful, and it's a good beginning. Yeah. The Lord Mayor.
Se présenter.
Mes salutations.
Greetings and Happy New Year.
Mes salutations au peuple ougandais, c'est un peuple frère. Je m'appelle Saïd Larifou, je suis avocat franco-comorien.
Okay.
J'exerce un peu partout. J'ai eu l'expérience récente, c'est celle du Sénégal, lorsque j'ai eu l'honneur de défendre avec des confrères, des éminents confrères, le Premier ministre Ousmane Sonko.
Il faut s'arrêter là-bas comme ça, je veux faire la traduction. So he greets you, he says he wishes you a Happy New Year. and he greets the people of Senegal. He is called Said Larifou, Mr. Larifou Said. He's a jurist. He's a dual jurist in France and in Comoros. And he's very, very happy to stand in solidarity with people here. He has the honor to visit here, and he also he practices everywhere globally. And he recently had the honor to be the principal counsel in Senegal for Mr. Ousmane Sonko, who is currently now the Prime Minister of Senegal.
Oui, je suis aujourd'hui à Kampala en solidarité aux causes et aux combats menés par Dr Kibi. Nous avons eu l'occasion de le voir dans le combat que nous avons mené avec les Africains en soutien à Ousmane Sonko. Donc nous l'avons côtoyé, nous savons quel est son combat. C'est un combat noble, c'est un combat pour une Afrique indépendante, c'est pour une Afrique progressiste. Et c'est pour cette raison que je suis venu ici aujourd'hui pour lui exprimer à mon tour toute ma fraternité africaine et ma solidarité africaine. Et c'est pour cette raison que je suis ici aujourd'hui.
Okay. So he is here today because to stand in solidarity with Dr. Kizza Besigye in the struggle for liberation of Africa and for democracy. He had the opportunity of meeting Dr. Kizza Besigye in the struggle, and he has stood himself in solidarity with other Africans, and he was involved in the recent situation in bringing calm to Senegal. So he feels that it is his tour today to come and stand with Mr. Besigye, because Mr. Besigye has stood with other people, and because freedom in one country in Africa is freedom everywhere, and that is a commitment that we have as Africans.
Vous savez, j'ai fait 10 000 kilomètres, 14 heures de vol pour venir ici. Si je suis ici aujourd'hui, après 14 heures de vol, 10 000 kilomètres, c'est parce que je crois en l'avenir démocratique, solidaire, humaniste et fraternel de notre beau continent.
Okay. So he is here after 10,000 kilometers, 10,000 kilometers and 14 hours of flight. And if he's here, it is because he is committed and engaged and very passionate and completely believes in democracy for Africa, in a progressive Africa, and in an Africa that is human.
Oui, nous devons, personne ne le ferait à la place des Africains. Il y a un combat qui est africain et ce combat doit être mené par les Africains.
Okay.
Je suis venu ici pour porter ce témoignage de la fraternité et de l'humanisme africain, comme quoi c'est une réalité.
Okay, so coming here, it is in recognition that the struggle for Africa is going to be done by Africans themselves. And if he stands here, it is because he believes that in humanity, and if you like, in the spirit of humanity. And I think in Africa we call that Ubuntu, isn't it? Yes, yes.
Voilà. Et que le combat politique, il est beau, il est exceptionnel lorsqu'il est porté par des valeurs. Valeurs de démocratie, valeurs de solidarité, puis valeurs de fraternité.
And the struggle for democracy is good when it is done by promoting the values of humanism and the values of democracy.
Et qu'il est tout à fait normal, comme docteur Kaibi était disponible, a fait des déplacements, des kilomètres et des kilomètres, à dépenser son énergie, ses heures de repos pour soutenir des frères africains, notamment Ousmane Sonko. Il est tout à fait normal que ceux qui sont proches de Sonko par rapport à son combat viennent ici aujourd'hui aussi lui démontrer comme quoi ce qu'il a fait pour nous nous avons été très sensibles par rapport à ce qu'il a fait pour Ousmane Sonko. Et nous devons être là aujourd'hui pour lui témoigner aussi notre disponibilité à l'accompagner. Sa place n'est pas en prison, sa place est dans l'affrontement politique.
So, I will start by what he said lastly, that Dr. Kizza Besigye's place is not in prison. It is out in the struggle to liberate Africa and to work towards a democratic Africa. And because Dr. Kizza Besigye displaced himself from here and traveled very many kilometers to go and stand with current Prime Minister Ousmane Sonko, it is only fair and it's only normal that the people that he stood with would be here to stand with him. So it is his turn and our turn to stand with Dr. Kizza Besigye.
C'est bon?